Good morning, TM and Andy. Andy, we had a late night last night and we still made it. Dawn hasn't returned yet because I was at 5:21 last night. Well, I'll wait for more people to come in before I start talking about the exciting news I had. Good morning, Buster. If I'm too loud, let me know. Boy, does this coffee taste good this morning? Did anybody have anything surprising happen to them this week? I know it'll probably be low count because a lot of places are having festivities all weekend that end in Monday's eclipse. And if it's as sunny outside Monday as it is right now, hey BC, she had a short live stream the other day. She's up in Washington visiting her parents. Yeah. I can tell you guys a little something. Since you're here on time, I'll go ahead and tell you, and then I'll just repeat it later. No, she had a little live stream with her mom up in the mountains in Washington. But what was it? Thursday morning at 5 a.m., I got woken up by a rabbit screaming. And that was because they were fighting because the mama was trying to protect her new babies. So one of my blues had a litter. Yeah. And I think it was 4 or 5. Hello, Ken. Well, I didn't mean to interrupt your praying. Well, that means I've got more rabbits than I know what to do with, but that means I got a lot of calling to do, and I got to get that done today after the live stream because it took me 2 days to get ready for the calling. So I've had a very stressful week and a half. Good morning, Joseph. Good to see you today. And I think it was either 4 or 5 kits that were as she had. But I had to figure out which one of the blues was the mom. because once you open that door, they all jumble up together, and you can't tell which one is which. Oh, what state are you in, Joseph? It's pretty calm out here today, and the sun is shining, and the river is so high it's pathetic. Hey, I'm going to play a game and do things. I'll be back if you're still on. Okay, Brandon. No, Buster, I did not know she was going to have kits. Well, I had an idea because when I put some Timothy hay, she grabbed a mouthful, was running around the pen. Oh, yeah. Sunny with the temperature 64. Wind is blowing from the east, 18 miles per hour. Yeah, it's windy. Hey, Matt. That is what Joseph just said. He said it's windy there. So, Ken, it's raining where you're at, huh? No, that was one of my phones. Nope, it wasn't. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't a smoke detector. 38 degrees, the wind's blowing 21 miles per hour. Boy, that's cold and windy. Well, usually when it's 100% humidity, it's either foggy or rainy. You got 46, Andy. That's good. Let's see what I got. Well, that might be your smoke detector, Ken. No, Matt, this week has been so crazy. You wouldn't believe it. Thursday, I had a doctor and a case manager visit my apartment, and that throws me off. And then Friday morning at 5 a.m., I had a blue bunny give birth. In fact, when I checked before I came on, she was in the nest box with her babies. That's rain if you can hear humidity dripping off the roof. No, Matt, so I didn't get around to that. Now I've got bananas that are overripe. I got pineapple that are getting pretty ripe. And I got carrots that I have to make into bacon. And I've got 3 or 4 rabbits to call. Yeah, so you guys check out. Hey, Matt, you're going live in about 12 hours, aren't you? If you guys are not connected to Grafted Branch Homestead, you really need to connect with him. Great. I look forward to his lives. Him and Farmer KC. So I have one rabbit running loose. No, you can't make cabin bacon because it'll always be limp. Good morning, Vicky. Oh wow, and you got a lot of eggs in fertilizing. I mean, incubating rather. If it's not cloudy here, I'll be able to watch it. Good morning, Nikki. And in about 5 minutes, I'll repeat my good news or bad news or whatever kind you want to call it. Good morning, Erica. Well, Ken, you ought to be collecting that drippage. But this has been a very busy week. I had 2 appointments on Thursday. Had about 5 baby bunnies born Friday morning. Erica has 30 eggs from her own chickens. Going to hatch in the next week. Buster was going to plant in the garden today, but the wind is horrible. Yeah, usually if it's that windy, it'd probably blow your seeds away, so you might as well just wait. Okay, Ken can't collect anything. It's in the courtyard, and he doesn't have a courtyard section. Oh, my appointments went okay. It's just, I don't like having 2 appointments in one day because that keeps my stress level up high, but they were necessary because one was dealing with something that was with one of my big triggers. But even though it was stressful, things were accomplished, and that's what matters. But that's what matters. Oh, one unit has a courtyard castle, but yours don't. Okay, Ken. But living in an apartment, there's many things that you can do to be a little more self-sufficient if you wanted to. You just have to I mean, things are it isn't easy, but it's doable, and nothing worth doing is easy. Tons of things, yep. At least on the first floor, I can jump out the window. I'm on second floor, and I couldn't get out the window. Buster says, "You'll be getting enough pelts to make your blanket." Yeah, because let's see, even if there's only 4 babies, you got 4 and 8 right now of babies, just the babies. And then another month, I'll have more. So, yeah, I may be having to do a couple of buckets of pelts at a time. But boy, I mean, you have access to any yard, if so you could check into mushroom plugs to put in logs. I have been thinking about it. I don't have any yard. I'm in an apartment and I'm on second floor. Now, Ken, I don't know who you're talking about an apricot tree, but the Bradford pears are doing fine. Even with last night's low, they still look good and healthy. Yeah, I'll have that many by the end of summer, Andy. No, I didn't put a blanket over the pear tree. I wish there was an apricot tree around here. I love apricots. I know where there used to be a pawpaw tree, but the woman that used to let me have her pawpaws, she died and somebody else got the property now, and I don't even know them at all. But that's a little bit farther away from me now. Good morning, Southern Belle. What do I take in my coffee? Organic milk and stevia. And right now I'm drinking chocolate coffee. Plums are good too. Yeah, it's the largest native fruit to America. My apricots survived the freezing. They are loaded with little apricots, only 2 trees. Oh, Buster, you got it made. We had an apricot tree in one of the community gardens I volunteer in. That's good. Yep, I try to go as healthy as I can. Good morning, Dawn. My yard one time, it never did anything. It was in a bad spot. Oh boy. Miss Southern Belle, do you have a homestead? Do you raise your own meat and vegetables? I'd love to know. What kind of apple? Yeah, I love fresh apricots. And even though these pears are Bradford pears, which are not a native species, and they are, oh, I can't think of the word right now, invasive, uh, you can still eat them. No, that's over a mile for me to walk, Andy. In fact, I think it might be about 2 miles for me to walk. Well, that's good. See, I live in an apartment, and, I used to raise quail until I became allergic to till the dander started causing me problems because I'm allergic to dander. But now I'm raising rabbits. I have raised cuy for meat, and I have container gardens. Not in a freeze dryer, it wouldn't. It must be one of those Chinese Oriental crabapple trees. Oh, yes, I do, Matt. Yes, I do. Oh, I had a substitute doctor come in Thursday, and, she seen me roll my cigarettes, and she goes, "Oh, you're one of those people." I looked at her, I says, "What do you mean, those people?" And she, goes, "Preppers." And I said, "No, I homestead in my apartment. I'm self-sufficient." That is great. All apples are edible, um, in one way or another. Even those Chinese, crabapple trees that are really, really small crab apples, about as big as an emojicon, you could use those for pectin. Matt, I have been doing it for 35 years, and that was back before cigarettes got ridiculous on the price. Ken, on those apples, when you cut it in half, do they have a red mark around the seed casing? Yeah, if the apples are too small to eat or, uh, not tasty enough, you can always just peel them and use the peelings to make the pectin. Exactly, Erica. TM, Johnny Appleseed's real name was Johnny Shoemaker, and he is related to me on my mother's side of the family. Oh, too bad, because I've been looking for those kind of apples ever since for quite a few years, for about 40 years. Give me a minute. Or should I say 50 years? Well, I can understand. Uh, Ken, just because you have the seeds to the apple tree doesn't mean you're going to get the same apples as the one that you ate. Yeah, Johnny Chapman. He's related to the Shoemakers. That's right. There's a Chapman and a Shoemaker that got married. Well, I'm getting old. Sometimes I get things messed up. Oh yeah, you always got to check quality. When I started rolling cigarettes, you could order it online, and it was actual cigarette tobacco, not the pipe tobacco we use today, but it was cigarette tobacco, and the filters were better and everything, and it was cheaper than buying store bought. How did it taste? Did you taste it, Ken? The worst thing in the world. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Ken. You guys live on opposite sides of the country then, huh? The worst thing in the world to wake up to is hearing a rabbit scream and it being inside your house. Run and check in on the rabbits and find out that they were fighting. Then you find out why, because right underneath the J feeder is a bunch of babies that have been cleaned and taken care of. And that's what I found out. The blue one doesn't even have a name, had a litter of kits. Oh, she's making a good mother. In fact, just before live stream, I checked on her because I was going to check the babies to give you guys a live count this morning, but I don't bother her when she's in the nesting box. But she's got that cage to herself now, and I had to evict the other two that was in there. And I managed to get another rabbit in the bottom cage. So there's only one in the running around in the animal room. That's what I was going to ask you last night, Andy, is if you got any mushrooms yet. Yeah, Andy has a channel. Andy, drop Quail. I mean, exclamation point Quail. $2,490 away, huh? Andy, type exclamation point and yeah, thank you. There you go, TM. There's Andy's channel. Nightbot just did, right above what you asked. And Ken, you're in Texas or California? Sacramento, California. Okay. Yeah, that's just about clear across country from you. That's northeast of me. Hey, cuz. I plan on taking videos or pictures to make a video when I do the logs. With everything that was going on the last month, I haven't been able to do them yet. That's understandable because you really have been busy. Yeah, you know me. I have my coffee before I start my live stream. Yeah, I've heard of Irontown, but I don't remember where it's at anymore. Now, if it isn't too cloudy and if we get a chance of it, I might go live during the eclipse. It's supposed to be partly cloudy. which is a little south of me. I may have cousins in Irontown. Yeah, it it will be a pop-up live. I'm not gonna do it. It will be a pop-up live if I do it, because it all depends on the weather. If it's cloudy, then I'll just sit in my apartment. Because my camera will be using one of the lenses from the glasses, the solar eclipse glasses I have. Well, Andy, you ought to post that on your community page. TM, what state are you in? You'll still catch part of it. Whether or not you'll be outside or able to watch it is a different thing. Yeah, you're in Utah. Okay. Oh, you have to have members before you can get it up. You have to have at least 50 members. Don't forget, you guys, to vote on my community tab. I have a poll running on my community tab right now. Let me see if I can show it to you. Okay, give me a second here, you guys. This is where you need to vote. Okay, cuz. So you have to have at least 25. This is where I want everybody to vote. What I talked about Wednesday. If you don't see the eclipse and I go live, then you'll see it on my lives. Well, I am thinking about getting rid of Wednesdays, and that's why, like I posted, Wednesday evening has a major problem. Quail lovers are being drawn to having to choose to where they need to be. So I'm thinking of changing things up a bit. Tell me what you would rather see. That's 8 p.m. Wednesday evenings, I thought I said 6 p.m. on Wednesday evenings. Let me double check where I can read that. 6 p.m. on Wednesday evenings, noonish on Wednesdays, drop Wednesdays altogether and just keep Saturday mornings, or different ideas that will post in comments. And I have one comment, and somebody wants me to do at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays. The poll. Andy did one of those. I see Matt just voted. Give me a second here, you guys. Now, if anybody would like to come up, there's the link. And we have 11 people watching. I just tried to subscribe at Randy Rabbit. Andy Rabbit, but YouTube says I have too many subscriptions. I've never heard of that before. Yep. That's one of the reasons why I have the post. I think I may end up dropping so far Wednesdays, dropping Wednesdays winning. I had over 200 at one time, and I had to drop a few. Hey, cuz, how many days till QuailCon? Quail and Homesteading Convention. Yeah, that's what I might go back to, Andy. Neither did I, Andy. I mean, Dawn. Only 3,528 hours? Andy, you may not have to. We will see. I agree, Dawn. It could work out, though. You got it cold too, Dawn. You have the wind that I don't have right now. No, you had to do that because that was more important. Life is much more important than pleasure. Yours only went down to 35 last night. We went down to upper 20s last night. I think it was 29 degrees when I got up this morning. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to use for pork and beans or navy beans. Yeah, we knew what you meant, Matt. Oh, listen to this, you guys. Echo, what's today's forecast? Another frost advisory for tonight, but we're supposed to get up to 58 today. It's supposed to get up to 58 degrees because well, I tell you what, Erica, if you buy her the tickets, I will buy her the camping pass. So, Erica, call me after live stream and we'll get that all figured out. Yeah, for her and her granddaughter. Because, see, where there's a will, there's a way. There, a lot of us know the trouble that Andy's been going through. And it wasn't that she frivoled away the money. It was a very important reason why she had to use the money. Oh, Ken, they're all your tears. That's what you're hearing. Yeah, the chat went a little quiet because we're all thinking about Andy. Well, that's good, Ken. Ken saw a cherry tree blooming last Sunday. You have a blessed day too, Matt, and I'll see you tonight. Thank you, Matt. Now, you guys, I have to answer a call that can't be denied. I'll be right back. Ooh, she's out of the nesting box. Maybe when I get done in here, I'll be able to count. Okay, let me see how many babies are in that nesting box now. Can I see your babies? Oh, wow. I don't know where they're at for sure, but there is a heck of a lot of fur in there, and I don't want to dig it out. Oh, but there is a heck of a lot of fur all fluffed up in there. My hubby says maybe we should sell his car last night. I told him he doesn't need to do that. Something will work out. After the way the day went yesterday, things just popped in place out of nowhere. Okay, TM. I know things are falling into the right place. My granddaughter can be safe. Yes, my granddaughter gets to go to QuailCon with me this year. Yeah, and I know she was in there feeding them earlier. There's a heck of a lot of gray fur in there. And even though I put my hands in there, I couldn't find the babies without digging, so I just left them be. I'll do like I did the last bunch and let them wait a week before I start digging for them. Yeah, that's why I was Dawn, that's why I was up until 1 o'clock this morning. Andy and I were talking about the type of day she had. Thank you, Dawn. These were unexpected babies, but that's okay. It was so funny is the day before Andy and I was talking and I was wondering about the type of babies that the blue would give me. Now this mama I've seen in a cave in her nesting box more than twice a day. So she's a good mama. Well, let me go get the calendar and find out. Oh, this 7 weeks, 10 weeks, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. She'll be 20 weeks old tomorrow, so 5 months. About 5 months old. She made it with one of her brothers. Yeah, yeah, I seen that one too, TM. Well, see, that was on a different year calendar, Andy. That's why I don't have it marked. Oh, take 30 days away from the day she had them. So she had them Thursday. Well, so she got, yeah, she got pregnant at 4 months. See, the Gray had babies on the 4th. And the next day, Mooney's babies were 3 weeks old. So they're through 3 weeks behind Mooney's babies. So that means I have 3 weeks after processing one group before I have to process the next group. Yeah, she was 4 months old when she got knocked up. These Havanas are great rabbits. Yeah, I'll have to do that way before then. Well, I'll be processing them at that age, 3 to 4 months, because they have to be at least 3 months old uh, to keep the hides. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, you can either get Dose from me or a buck from me, but I would have you get the other from Andy. In fact, Andy's got a bigger selection of what kind of rabbits that she has. And I'm sure that you buying Andy's tickets, she'll probably bring you a breeding set of rabbits at QuailCon. One of her brothers, TM. Well, she is a beauty, a beautiful blue. I need more coffee. And I need to add more milk to it. Trouble is, I don't know if her a brother Blue got her or if a brother Broken got her. And that because she was in with two brothers, and it was them fighting that woke me up. She's a solid blue. The female is. Yeah, like we had the Cooey Roundup last year. You may have to tell her all the types that you have, Andy. All the other animals that were in that cage buster it got put to a lower cage. Hello, Desiree. Andy, type out all the breeds that you have so she'll know. Oh yeah, yeah. The one buck is broken, the other one's a solid blue. And I know at least one of her babies were broken. I evicted all the rabbits out of that pen until I could figure out which one was the mother. There you go, Erica. Desiree, I had some kits that were just born Thursday morning. No, the fighting is what woke me up. When I walk into the room, they stop what they're doing. They look at me. Well, I kind of wondered about that, Andy, since they all came from Mooney, and she's broken. Dawn, you're bigger than the rabbits are, so you're a bigger threat than another rabbit. Oh, okay. Andy, Desiree wants to know when you're going to have kits. I showed my 2-week-old babies Wednesday. Oh, I'm sorry, Nikki. Do you know why? Okay, good morning, Lucy. Come up here. Yes. Lucy wants a piece of my peanut butter cookie. Mm, the thing is, Nikki, with mine being in my apartment, I had to go buy the rabbit cages every time I go to the bathroom. So I can usually find one gets pulled out of the nesting box by accident, and I can put it right back in. I'm going to give you a warning on that from Amazon. They could be old, so be careful. That's the way to do it, Dawn. Yeah, I agree, Nikki. That'd be cool. Now, Erica, you know why she likes the summer babies best, and that is because they'll be heat tolerant. Now, imagine how heat tolerant mine will be having summer babies when I won't be using air conditioning. Lucy, what in the world are you doing? You think I dropped a crumb? Get out of there. Come on. Now you come up and say hi to everybody. Come on. Yep, and that I've got two of hers. I mean, three of her rabbits. Yeah, that's comical, Don. You're in Texas, aren't you, Erica? Yep, that's the only thing I'll be using. Now, who has quail chicks? Oh, yeah, you're in Arkansas. That's right. Well, you're not that far away from Andy, because Andy's right above you in Missouri. So Erica's a Razorback, and Andy lives in Missouri. Let me get some firewood so I can soak it in water. It is a bag of 100 mushrooms. You have a bunch of chicks? Cool. Do you have more in the incubator, Nikki? Way to go, Andy. Oh, way to go, Buster. Andy and Buster, good luck and happy hatching. Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was that late already. It's already 11:23. Oh, Lucy sits down where I had to bump her butt to get up and get in. Oh, well, happy hatching, Nikki. Yeah, it's time to do that, Andy. Oh, no. Well, maybe it's because they were hatching. Yeah, that's because the sun's shining, which is a rarity around here. The sun is bright with morning light. Erica, Andy wants to know how far are you from Mountain Home? Five and a half hours south of you. That's where I used to live a long time ago. Little Rock and North Little Rock. And when I was pregnant for my oldest daughter, I lived in Houston, Arkansas, which is up by Perryville. She lives in northwestern Arkansas. Horatio, Arkansas. Oh, southwestern. Okay. About an hour from Texarkana. I know where Texarkana is. Well, we all got our gifts. Our minds work in different ways. Well, Lane and one of the other boys must have had a game today because neither Aaron nor Christina made it today. Desiree, are you still coming to QuailCon? That is great. Now all you gotta do is buy your tickets for the QuailCon itself. Oh, that's sweet, Erica. I hope you paid him, tipped him with a kiss. Speak of the devil, he appears. Good morning, Aaron. I was just saying that Lane or one of them must have had a game or something because you or Christina haven't showed up yet. Have a blessed day, TM. Oh, that's always good to do. Hey, Aaron, I had a blue rabbit give me some babies Thursday morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I got woke up to rabbits screaming because they were fighting. Oh, yeah, they're beautiful. I'll show them next week. Next Saturday, I'll have to show them. Now, out of Mooney's kits, the runt, you can't tell the runt anymore. They're all about the same size now. That I'm doing this afternoon. I got everything already set up. The only two dishes I have to wash before I do it is a cup and a bowl. No, this is going to be my first calling. I don't, yeah. I'll be calling everything but my main buck and my current mamas. So I'll be filling up the freezer. And I got to fill up the freeze dryer. Now, see, the only ones that I'll grow up to be 3 or 4 months old will be the ones whose fur I want to keep. Then the others will all get harvested as I take them away from their mother. Well, that's cool. See, a lot of people don't know I have rabbits that are in the community because I haven't put any up for sale or anything. The woman that bought one of the blues from me, she doesn't work at her job anymore. She changed jobs. So I can't find out how that rabbit's doing. But the one that's running around on the animal room floor, he's got worry. He runs right up to me when I walk in there. So there's going to be no problem um, harvesting him. Well, that's cool. So let me look at something real quick here. Well, so far, I may just end up doing by looking at the poll, I think I'll probably be dropping Wednesdays and just keep Saturdays as the regular and then do off the cuff pop-ups during the week. But if you haven't voted on the poll, now would be a good time to do it. It's on my community tab to my channel. And you just have to click the page and scroll down. But that's the link that takes you to it. On YouTube. No wonder, Nikki, it wasn't on Facebook. It was on YouTube. Thank you, cuz. And when I take Lucy for a walk today, I'm going to be doing a video on the river again. Have a blessed day, Buster. See you tonight on Matt's live stream. I understand that. I think at the hour mark, I'm going to be calling it a day too, Dawn. Well, hopefully he has Sunday morning live too, but we will see. I need to get another cancer stick. Because then after this cancer stick, it'll be time for me to take Lucy out. Oh, well, I hope you have a prosperous day. Well, cuz I can always text you to remind you. Yeah, Andy, I have to remind you and Melanie for Zach's lives when I remember to remind you guys. On the Saturdays, you're usually busy, Erica, or on the Wednesdays. That's why they handed them out Friday. So if it's a sunny Monday as it is today, I'll be going live. Let me check something here real quick. Yeah, here it says Monday be 75 degrees and partly cloudy, which means I should be able to see it. Yep, because that's 6 p.m. your time, Nikki. I mean, Vicky. Nikki. There was Vicky in earlier, and then Nikki, and sometimes my mind gets all messed up. Of course, you have to have one before it gets messed up. Before Dawn's knees went out, she used to listen while she was doing her chores. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you would have a hard time getting out to see it. Well, after you have your surgery and you go through your therapy, then you'll be ready to go again. Erica, I'm not going to be doing Wednesdays anymore because the census is still, let me see, it's a tie between dropping Wednesday altogether and just keep it Saturday morning and a different idea that is posted in the comments. Yeah, the consensus are keeping Saturday mornings. Well, maybe during the pop-ups during the week. I may end up changing that to Tuesday nights when I do because Quail University has classes on Wednesdays, and that's one of the reasons why. Yeah, so I'll probably pick it up on Tuesday evenings at the same time. Oh, that is wonderful, Nikki. Did you get any of the turkey eggs to put in the incubator before she starts setting? That would be cool if you had turkeys to sell. And how long does it take turkeys to hatch? Well, Andy, why don't you do it now? $28 days, about 10 days longer than quail. Well, why don't you go set up the incubator now while you're thinking about it? And that'll remind you to set your eggs tonight. In fact, I'll call you and make sure you set your eggs tonight. Okay, guys, it's time for me to head out. And Andy and Erica, I'll call you right after I get back from taking Lucy for her walk. Oh, that is wonderful. Everyone have a blessed day and see you tonight.